Arrived for that big occasion, the final of the emerging Pakistan A, looking in such sublime form. They lost their Sri Lanka A versus Afghanistan A. We came by 11 runs to Afghanistan A, the same side they're facing. Now let's head down and let's also have the
ACC Men's T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 20.
Heads is the call.
Heads is the call by Afghanistan. What have you decided to do?
We decided to do bat first.
Should they touch it, we've been winning the semi-final quite easily at the moment. And then down the order, you have finishers like pitch number 6. This is the same strip
today. And under lights, I expect to restrict as a little bit better than the opposition that I think.
206, and they defended that. Oh, what cheering moment for the captains. His heart tunnel, he gets one more in the final.
And I just was this shot. There's an attempted forcing shot. He has to depart. 1 run on the board. Bounces nowhere near the bat really, but he's just trying and lofted shot. Perhaps he may have very nicely spoon up to somebody in the catching.
Afghanistan A3 was at 4.7 economy. Spinners worked more on that. There they are. That's a rare bad ball from Ghazan.
Yes, Sikandar. Here's the full toss. It's a very easy, it was a welcome 4 runs. But what I'm seeing so far is a little bit to tick that scoreboard.
Oh, it's gone. That's a very desperate shot down the wicket with a...
Pretty sure the reason for that shot is the looking up runs and the total. And what a terrific, pitched in a very good length and a little bit, even the crease you can't miss it. 7 runs and 2.
Got another.
And he plays for SSC, another very big club.
Off the mark, Ahan. It's just that enough to beat the bat.
Well, that's right. When he pitches on that length, there's a chance that it could be in
trouble. Direct hits are always close. They're happy. We'll now have to sit through the remaining overs and then... Oh, my. A, once again, having a look. They... This ball of their previous over is just enough done.
Well, that's the skill of this boy. He's really... aggressive running, but I tell you,
yeah, as a batter, you know, this angle might not just tell you the story, but yeah, and took a chance on the captain Darvish, who's been good in the field. Again, straight. Well, mind you, these sheets.
Is in the air a bit, but Lankan batsman is to control your mind. Shot, pitched up. So the ability to keep your head, that's a replay of it, that's a slightly fuller length than...
To bring that slip fielder into the game. So just pitching over. 1 more ball to go here. Both these teams are equally good. And oh, gone. Don't know where he was planning to out of desperation. The Sri Lanka openers are...
Not good if you're a batsman. But that was straight. And he was runs. I have to get a move on.
Oh, this time, yeah, the batter was trying to make room and cut it away. Prior to this, he gets an inside edge. Sri Lanka A hasn't really arrived yet. Oh, this is on the knees.
Playing inside it, they keep looking for the off break to the shot, and then it just straightens a little bit. But great effort by Ghazanfar.
This is amazing. These pictures right here.
Enjoy, boys, keep enjoy.
Left-hander comes out. Maybe he will strike rate above 110 on the wicket. He's got back. There's.
Must have been a slight edge on this left-hander. It's coming in. Yeah, there was a def.
This time full face delivery. I think he'll frame this one up for himself, Ghazanfar. Single. This probably will be now the 4 after 5.
Nicely done behind the...
People who are viewing this wonderful game, this final. Very happy captain and a very energized unit.
Looking short. Work to do for the fielders. And it's been nice.
It was a boundary which was saved. Indeed, by example. Another angle. Another well ball delivery. Full night. Exactly what has compelled them to go for ball.
He's as well against India, and he's continuing to...
Africa, where he was absolutely brilliant. This one is pulled. Fielder will cover up and restrict.
Energy and enthusiasm in the middle. What a start. Single to end the...
And that is pretty hard to... So this art is nothing new today.
And these faces certainly also tell us. Down the leg side. Work to do for the fielder. Bilal Sami does well. And making the saves as well. And that slide, which is important. Taking some good catches in the last game as well, Salman.
For the plans. The ship, 7 overs bowled, and Sri Lanka 20.
One comes on to bowl. Nicely worked away.
This is a very important phase of the game. Take further wickets. Gap, and it goes for the ball.
Oh yes, they'll need more of it. Attempt by Zubaid Akbari. He's just about...
Great performance in this one. Wonderful spells coming in the big matches. He's done.
Good shot. And batters back in the dugout will be feeling a little...
These are the wickets that Ghazanfar took today. Well bowled. This one was aimed at the blocker. I beg your pardon. It's one ball that remained.
Have given away 29 runs and taken 4 wickets. We have the head coach of Sri Lanka with us, Avishka. Just take us through this first 8 overs.
130, 140 would be a good score, I would think.
The way you all have played your cricket in this tournament so far. Right, look into the defense.
And stuff. It's been Mendes all over.
Side in time to come, you see a lot of good players coming through and...
Picked, nicely done. They'll race away for a 4. Lanka putting on a fight after being on the back foot very early in this big...
Played off the thigh pad. Yeah, elegant when playing in this region. Afghanistan, it's
Avishka Gunawardene.
T20. The initiative.
Wonderful strike. And that will go the distance now. Well and truly into the 30s.
Let's have a look at it. Goes back in his crease. Just gets the and lifts one over mid-off for a beautiful stroke. Swinging to a ball which is not very close to them.
Has been tidy in his first over. It's been brilliant unfold, and we are into the final match. Download the ACC app right away from your...
Once did it, Samoashan did it. Can no one... Immediately. Good running between the wickets on their toes. Which... They would want that silverware more than anybody else. Dance as far as Afghanistan fans are concerned. Yes. Away. Afghan Abdalian finding themselves in the achievements, and it's this he has done. Kudos to them. So there is cricket in Kandahar, and the leading team of theirs.
Youngsters need to feel to the national side.
Act as a simulation with crowds, cameras, and a lot more, so that...
And also when the games are televised, the media in absolute silence, and then you have to tell you.
But he's got to settle for a single. Was late to say. Sold him a dummy. Sahan cannot believe.
Lost one to run out. 20 for Pawan Ratnayaka. That's the problem. Flat and onto the stumps.
Waiting. This time there was a loud shout saying a single is plenty. The current rate, a dream, but they can always. What T20 cricket has taught us.
You know how many times, Sohas, you see or hear a side losing. KS Ahmed calls for it of his own bowling. It's gone right through his path.
It's in the air and perhaps this went really high, but the ball was swerving further away from him as it was never in a position to collect that.
In terms of boundaries or anything.
This time too guaranteed. That really wants to throw only if there is a challenge presented to him.
Sri Lanka is going to produce any more.
Oh, he's clobbered this. Dance in that stand for a little bit.
And is given a gift of a length. He's put that really far and deep. Slowly gained some confidence after that. They've got to bring in all the skill.
Cheeky Arachiki will still get the boundary. In high
Somewhere else, and it surprised the fielder at short third. It's gone everywhere, but to a fielder, all they need to just say thank you very
much on the cards. Very good evening, Dan. What more?
Mikel. And left. That run out hurt. Certainly.
He's given that a big hit, but has he found the field and the deep? Just Bilal Sami was trying to come
around, but it was just happened to be right in the middle between those two boundaries. And look at that, right between.
Lee gave the fielder there a bit of a mouthful as well. They're pushing for the second, and they'll get it as well, applying the.
There was two because the ball rolled.
Can bat. Good inclusion in the playing area. Throws his bat at it once again, straight to the field. Number 16, Sri Lanka A, fighting on 98 for. Well,
only between the wickets, and maybe in the World Cup squad is Ravindra Pushpakumara from Panadura.
Firmly struck. He spoke about.
He gathered and let it go. He certainly was.
This man has led well. Captain Darvish Rasul. Bowling changes. Some top decisions by the kid out for Sahan. High pressure on the fielder. Yes, they will. And they'll get a count.
Very impressive off drive.
As well, the cheers have only gotten louder. The decibel levels. Call it a carnival here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Big thumbs up to the ACC and Oman Cricket as well. Everything around Asian cricket. Dav, you've downloaded. Yeah, a couple of good overs. 15, 16, 17 for. Yeah, the change-ups. He's so.
Led to this dismissal. We've got the. And unfortunately, Nimesh bin.
The plot in the middle as Ramesh Mendis comes out. Castles! Another wicket here. 7th. Ramesh Mendis walks in, walks out.
That reflection, but gee, very difficult to play when you're on the board. 108 for 7. A dual scoop over fine leg who was in, but execution certainly was not there today. Ramesh
goes with a ram shot. Third up in the circle. 50 in what's been difficult times for Sri Lanka A. 18 gone. It's 113 for 7.
That's his 50. What a wonderful shot. Really good partnership with Pawan Ratnayaka, but unfortunately that.
Yet again, that execution is sublime. To as much as they can accumulate. Another very audacious.
It was hitting that slip. Have a look at this. It's close. I think it. But he's probably got a much better chance now that his concentration was good. And he's.
Nicely bowled and nicely well.
It's not an easy. They're going to try and score off every ball, but.
Nicely struck. Just a single, and that brings in off the men's T20 emerge. Takes it on the full, in the gap. Work to do for the field and the deep. They'll come back for the set.
Dushan Hemantha, 14 at a con.
That's been picked up. And that goal lift the spirits in the dugout. And what a way to end the innings as well. Sri Lanka A.
Wonderful on the leg side and just with the flick of the wrists.
He's castled in with the very first delivery. What a...
Hello everyone, and they're straight away. Lanka desperately required early wicket to go off the first delivery as Sri Lankan fight back kicks off.
Very first ball. Does the captain and so does Afghan Abdalian.
Yes, ball which was just lazy there, I'd say, from Zubair. Just played a very casual stroke. Apart from the big shots, he's been rotating
You can certainly understand why a few nervous.
that the batters haven't read them properly. Not a great deal of turn involved.
Better this time by Darvish. You got to work
300 plus easily on the legs.
on is Sadiqullah. He's happy taking the singles.
Yeah, this is the previous over.
They're giving the charge over. And they'll come back as well. 2 comfortable runs here as well. What a shot. That's in the air. That'll fall right in between the 2 fielders. 2 runs here. Dushan Hemanta did really
Well played. It's 4 overs bowled, and
moment they've done well. They haven't conceded.
be no different tonight. Of course, a chase for the fielders, and the ball wins the Sadiqullah Atal.
Big runs out of it. The very first delivery from a pitch. And it's important for the Sri Lankan bowlers to take the pace off it. To just
Straight away. And this is something which we did.
another slow delivery, but he's got enough below on that. It's the over Afghan Abdalian were looking for. The release.
Yes, this will give a lot of confidence to him. It is up to the captain to show his side the way. The path. Oh, great stroke that has been lifted with the full.
It's a wonderful piece of timing. First 4. Another slow delivery. Picked away. That's another boundary. Afghan Abdalian have broken the shackles and are on over.
Motivation for Sri Lanka.
Well, what this has done is that it's from Darvish Rasuli with the bat. He's been a bit back to his usual 3.
Dream come true for Afghan Abdalian. The style in which he broke loose.
Have a look at Sadiqullah Atal, how he's playing 17 or best at the moment.
His team has been reliant on him. Oh well. Here.
Of a chaos state as a team. Things are not going right. 20s. It was 2024. An impact here.
Picks up a wicket before conceding a run. But the fielder did.
Great bowling attack, and straight away he strikes for Sri Lanka A, the captain. And now this wicket will surely put a...
134 is the only number he has in mind. Every guarantee him a smile, but much more. Will keep the strike as well. Sadiqullah just one final time is what his team is thinking. Think the same. We have Mr. Rais Ahmed Zai, the batting coach, be joined by Sikandar very soon. Rais, how do you... One swift moment, collect the ball, whip the bails off.
You just walked in to a bat bowler.
And Sadiqullah does what he can, eyelid and think twice. Put that away, 50.
Pushes here and there, and they get 5.5.
And there's one push here. There's a template to could say is that when he scores a boundary, he's always in search of... Here, quiet single, very well accommodated because of boundary.
Single to long on. Only 2 down. That's the problem for Sri Lanka. It still has 2 overs left, so they're strategically.
Another 5 runs coming off over number 12. 2 for 2 after 12.
And what a wonderful contributor, what a change-up. And he did it very well. And why wouldn't you?
Nicely bowled. Nicely. Reality, you talk about the people, but certainly certain. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Well done, boys. They've been
Nicely played. Yes, they've worked overtime, and they've. Wow, pulsating cricket. And the great man, his excellent. Two fielders can only watch it sail and round in over number 14.
Let's have a look. Yes, with a lot of conviction, fast, and got the reward.
6 more. This one, I've had enough. What a shot.
Yes, got underneath it, and
all of a sudden the equation changed. Just drags that length a little back. Shot fine, and at the moment it's very
not an easy pitch. 133 G, you just want.
Coming to the danger end, long legs, very good. It's been a very fine innings by both these work to do for the fielder and the deep. Nicely cut.
Full shot. Down, no problem. Oh, and he's got the wicket.
Ehsan Malinga, an inside edge, and Afghan Abdalian lose their third. It's 95 for 3. Yeah, that stump went cartwheeling.
Last over.
Important over this from Dushan. Uprooted and inside edge that.
Swept away, taking the chance, gets some. The support staff loves it. He's been given.
The sweep goes right down, gets to the pitch of the ball.
Brave shot, first ball to Himanta.
So far, Sri Lanka A of the 20 overs managed on top in the end. Afghanistan runs ending up in the winning causes. Wonderful.
Oh, good ball.
Played off the back foot.
Trying to toss, but you will not entice him into.
Really well, they've used the surface really well with their cutters from them, creating difficulties for the batters.
They're pushing up. Good call, understanding, stopping that. What a time it has been for Sadiqullah Atta.
Once again, played in the gap and played for a cup.
Over 1,000 runs this year compared to.
Around. Batting most of the time in his side games. That has been the key. Afghanistan has ended up on the winning side.
But he got dismissed. He didn't finish the game back then. Looking to challenge them in this all-important final. 20. Yeah, just Will Sadiqullah Atal moves to 43.
Just look at the difference between Babar Hayat, the second highest. And this is big. This is over the... Change places, 16 balls and 50.
There, finish the game off, and he responds with a.
What a stroke that is. Once again he goes big into Gabates and Afghanistan side closer to this victory.
Because this is the over, he'll fancy with the ball spinning into him. Flicks it away to the boundary. Emerging teams category, Afghanistan A. Over here, they just lost one game. Adel single-handedly takes them across the 2024.
Great scenes, performances throughout this emerging Asia Cup. As we just previously spoke, has scored 46%, paying their respects, thanking the Almighty. And Afghanistan have done it.
In themselves, they came into this tournament. They were never Atal's form, and then the other players also putting against a strong Sri Lanka A side. They proved to be the. He's not knocking, he's banging the door of